Hoffman Associates. I'm unable to
Hoffman Associates may or may not be a fictional construct of a criminal syndicate that is involved in very high level contraband trafficking with heavy payments to people in high places to protect the movements. I need to stress it may not be real. These are trolls. These people are terrorizing me for the fun of it, for all I know.
Okay, well, in fact, I don't know if that's the case, but so if it may not be real, because you're absolutely asserting that Lieutenant Peterson allegedly is on the
well, I have screenshots of Peterson, Dial, and there was something that happened with Dial early on in this. You know, the whole story started with Eric Kazmerzak outside of the Congress Hotel 6 years ago. And he referred me to Jim Scott, who said that they would investigate and call in the FBI if it merited, because they simply don't have the resources. They don't have any computer forensic squad at all. And
I'm trying to remember, what's the name of that group back east that's harassing you?
Well, there are three groups.
If you say it, I'll know which one I'm thinking about.
There's another message board. The owner is in Frederick, Maryland.
There's one guy in a wheelchair, I think, right? Or a hospital bed or something.
Pardon me?
Wasn't there one guy that's on a hospital bed?
I don't know.
If you say his name, I don't know. What are the three groups that are in problems?
Well, another message board is where this Hoffman Associates is based. This actually has been going on. I've been in conflict with the Rainbow family drug dealers for a long, long time.
What's the name of that other group, though? That's
Kiwi Farms. Kiwi Farms.
That's it. Thank you.
They're a group of just they're stalkers. Pardon me?
Why do you pay attention to it?
Say again?
Why do you pay attention to it?
They're defaming me, and they're inciting violence against me.
But they're likely enjoying the response they're getting from you.
Well, I go out of my way not to respond. I keep it real quiet on that side. I don't hardly go there at all, even to look.
I read some things they've written some pretty horrible things.
They say some pretty horrible things, and they end up coming in my face in real time. And let's fast forward to the most recent falsified petition. There have been 5 of them so far. And they're being fed false information by these trolls.
Seriously.
Because it ends up in my face, in other places.
I mean, there are idiots in this world, so why don't you just ignore them? I mean, there are people that, I'm in government. You're in government. There's always people that want to...
Mr. Kagan.
Why don't you just ignore
Mr. Kagan.
Just curious.
It's not germane to your investigation. It's not germane. I am left no choice but to respond to things when they appear at Facebook out of the blue, when they appear on the street. So the police were called and told that first the house was on fire, and they sent a whole battalion of fire trucks. And then another time, they were told that I was inside getting ready to shoot myself. Now, I do not go to these sites to do anything much more than recon them.
Well, because you started this conversation really by saying your lack of resources. And I know in the past, as you did here as well, complained about the lack of...
Mr. Kagan, your entire line of questioning is, wrong. You will either carry forward this investigation and look at the evidence that I want to present, or you won't. And it doesn't matter to me at this point whether you do or not. I prefer that you do.
Well, you submitted a complaint. Obviously, you want something, right?
Correct. But you're not asking the questions that need to be asked. You are trying to undermine the complaint.
I'm trying to understand it. And if you want to do the investigation yourself, you're welcome, but I'm not trying to understand it.
I'm telling you that these things, I'm being labeled a pedophile and animal fucker by these people. I'm being labeled a grifter. I've been run off of numerous websites because of it. And this is without responding to them, sir. Now, please, as you can probably hear, you are getting me agitated. I've already ignored a call. Where are we going from here?
Well, that's one of the reasons I called you, to try to understand what Hoffman was, to see if there was a direction I needed to go there.
There is a syndicate. I have the names of the principals in this syndicate. Whether this Hoffman Associates exists or not, I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
There could be a game they're playing, for all I know.
Right. So what would the complaint be against Peterson if there's no such thing as Hoffman Associates?
I'm telling you that I had evidence that I'm trying to present that it exists, that needs to be verified. I have not got the tools to verify it, sir.
I'm not yelling at you.
Yeah, well, you're getting me real agitated.
I can't help that. I'm just asking a very flat question. What Hoffman Associates says, because I couldn't find it. You were saying specifically that Peterson is terrorizing you because he's on this payroll of the Hoffman Associates.
That's not what I said. I said that Peterson refused to even take a new complaint. I complained under Title 42, Section 1983, early in the summer, and they responded in retaliation, sir, by filing another falsified site petition. There is currently a rumor on that board.
Either you calm down now or we'll talk another time.
I think we're going to do neither. Who is your direct superior, please?
I haven't said anything to you.
I want to know who your direct superior is, please. I do not like the direction that you're taking in this at all. I didn't like the direction you took the last time, and I want to speak with your superior.
Remember the last time, please. Because the last time I told you to get back to me with information, and you failed to do that. So
I don't recall that.
You never followed up. That was on you. You never followed up.
Well, you're going to need to refresh my memory. Like send me the email again. You want information? I have it.
I remember exactly the conversation we had. And I'd like to be able to see what merit there is to the current complaint that you just submitted today. And that's the reason I called. But you don't have to tell me anything further about Hoffman Associates. That's really all the questioning was. But I'll go ahead and I'll follow this up. I'll refer it over for consideration for assignment, and then allow that process to work itself through. So,
what can I send you in the way of documentation that'll support this allegation? And I have plenty that'll about this Hoffman Associates. I have tons of screenshots about this.
I'll look at anything you want to send me.
Give me an address,
I can't
please.
say it's appropriate, but it's your choice, and this is your complaint. You know what's going on. I don't. I'm trying to understand it.
I'm trying to tell. Okay, I'm trying to give you just a simple picture to look at.
Okay.
I'm a 66-year-old queer hippie journalist. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't hear you. What's that?
I said I'm a 66-year-old queer hippie journalist who has been writing anti-establishment commentary to the news for many, many years. And please let me finish.
Okay. You send me what you think is appropriate, or it will be relevant.
I will send you what I think is going to.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I'll get it to you immediately.
Okay, Tommy, I went ahead and sent a response to you after you sent me the complaint. And in that, I've included my email address, so you should have that.
Okay.
Okay. So if you should have my phone number too. Do you want to jot my number down?
I think it's here. I can just this 837-9403.
No, 837-4003.
4003. Well, you called from this. And your first name was what again, please?
Mitchell.
Mitchell, Kagan.
Tommy, yeah, you remember me. Did you get that last email that I just sent you?
I'll check.
If you have that, I'd like to know, because that gives you current information.
Looks like I don't.
Wow. I sent it to,
Did you send it to which? Did you send it to my Gmail or to my Hotmail?
CTOMEEZ
Oh, okay.
0013.
Yeah, it's not at the Hotmail. That's why.
Well, you get what I said? If I sent it there?
Let me see.
Okay, great. Thank you. Appreciate you checking.
I didn't have the Gmail open. I have to wait for it.
I thought you changed your first name legally. You told me the last time. You showed me the paper.
Well, my legal name was Thomas J, and I changed it to Tommy Tane, and I spelled Tommy with an IE.
Got it. So I remembered something.
This doesn't.
I'm getting close.
Nothing here from 11 o'clock. Let's see if it's in the junk. I don't check this email that often. A better email address for me is Dr. What's This, all lowercase, DRWHATS, THIS at Hotmail.
Hang on, one more time. I got the doctor. The rest of too fast. Doctor what?
What's this? WHATS, THIS. Nope, nothing even in the spam.
Okay, hang on a second. DRWHAT, F as in Frank.
S as in Sam. What's this?
Okay.
It's
WHATS.
right. What is this? Contracted. THIS. WHATS. THIS. Doctor, what's this?
Okay, what's this? And then what?
At Hotmail.
Okay, so Dr. What's this at Hotmail? Okay, I'll go ahead and just, I'm going to pull up on my, are you there right now? I want to make sure you get it.
I'm watching them. I got a big screen here. I'm watching both accounts now.
All right, stand by. Let me see. I'm going to forward to you what I just sent. I really want to make sure you got it before this gets any further. Forward. Now I'm going to type it in. My system is so slow. Okay. DRWHATSTHIS. We're both from the East Coast, I think, right?
Huh?
I think you and I are both from the East Coast.
No, I'm a Midwesterner. I'm from Chicago.
Oh, is that where you're from?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
All
right.
Front.
All right. Dr. What's This at Hotmail. All right. And we are going to send this. There you go. 1 second. And we are sending this now. All right. It's sending. So let's give it a second. Undeliverable. Why? Well, is it? Oh, that's why. .hotmail. I didn't say .com.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's my bad. I gotta say that again. I didn't do the .com. I just did a Hotmail. All right. So stand by. That's my fault.
Biggie.
And dang it. Come on, you know. Let me go under. What the world? Delivery has failed. So let me see. Can I resend? Can I resend the one that failed, or do I have to go back to the original? I think I made. Well, here we go. Okay, I found it.
I have your address in and I'm looking at something from Friday 9/6/2019 that I don't see anything responding to it.
So,
Let me see what I see. A bunch of stuff here to you, but nothing back from you. Let's see if what's.
well, we spoke on the phone. Is what we. Hang on a second here. Forward. All right, I think I'm gonna get it now.
Nothing back to you. Nothing back from you.
Well, on the phone we talked about getting me something. All right. So DRWHAT. What's this? At hotmail.com. That's what I screwed up. I did a .com. All right, so I'm sending this to you. The subject is going to be Wasserberg online complaint submission. It's going to be your original complaint, and tacked onto that is what I had just sent you. So let's see if. Let's see if you got that. I'm not the best at working this.
That's okay. I'm totally not an IT person at all, but I've been building the thing since I was a kid, and I have spent most of my adult life helping people find their way around inside a computer. And I don't really know that much about it myself. I just know how to assemble them and install the shit and run them. But
Okay. Hang on, we're going to try this one last time because I refuse to quit. All right.
I can send you something. Let me just send you something real quick.
Hang on. I think this one went through. I think you're going to get this one. I feel good about it.
Okay.
I'm feeling good about it. I'm letting it ride. I'm keeping my money on the table.
So I take it you're from the East Coast somewhere, but you don't sound New York.
New York, yeah.
You had to you've been out here a long time, got rid of the accent.
Long time. 1977.
All right. Were you one of them hippies that like bailed out the Rust Belt and landed here because the real estate prices were so low?
Oh no, I could not go to college, but that was 77. You got a couple years on me. I'm 63,
so you just stayed after school.
I was part of the 70 knuckleheads, not the 60 knuckleheads.
Right. Well, I'm kind of like in the middle. I call them the fun years from 65 to 75.
Oh man, I don't remember some of those years.
You were probably doing too much LSD. I avoided LSD until the 80s.
Yeah, but back then and after that, all you had was water, probably.
Well, no, because I landed in the street right in the lap of the merry pranksters. I had the real deal. They used to come.
Really?
They used to come
that
to me.
Is the real deal. Wow.
Yeah, they used to come to me and test it.
Wow. That is
Here,
awesome.
Tommy, check this out. Well, it wasn't just me. It was like all the street musicians in Venice. The dealers would come down with fresh sheets or fresh vials, and I say, "Here, try this. Tell me how good it is."
Wow. You're like a living legend.
Oh, I am. That's a my history is well known, and this is part of the problem here is that I am a prominent figure in the hippie underground and have been all my life. But not that, I'm no like Ben Maisel. I'm second, third tier kind of hippie underground. I was part of it. And just the fly on the wall in a lot of ways. I've been writing about it. And
that was so wrong. I mean, I don't think people even understand it yet. Next generation.
Well, this is what they're trying to marginalize me by defaming me. That's what's going on. This has been going on for over 20 years. These guys are new. This was I had my first break-in 1999, and it traced right back to Incirlik Air Force Base. And one of the people involved in this is a retired captain in the Air Force who rode an intel desk in the Middle East all those years. And he laughs about it now, saying that he was there, which I doubt. These people are professional liars. So I don't have the tools to know whether I'm being played or whether these people are talking truth.
Right.
And this is what the police have failed on. Scott said that he would forward it to the FBI if it merited it. It clearly merits it, especially after the 9/11 pranks. And this summer, it really looks like retaliation for, first I made this complaint about the Title 42, Section 1983 civil rights violation, the departmental violation against me. And next thing I know, there's this fabricated psych evaluation petition from Golden, and it's totally fabricated. It sounded like he took his facts about it from the trolls. He had no support of anything he said, and the case was so bad. The doctor got hold of it and decided she's going to try and get me committed, which was really like a bad move. By the time it got to the court, the case was so bad that the prosecuting attorney didn't even cross-examine me or make a closing statement. It was all hearsay. It was all garbage.
Right. So you beat that one ultimately, right?
Well, yeah, but I have 8 days that I lost, and several $100s because I had to break into my house because the hospital lost the keys. I mean, and there's a rumor now that they're planning on doing it again.
Great.
And like I said, I have no way of knowing. There is a syndicate. They claim that I have numerous recordings of them on the phone. They claim to be investigating me for the National Institute of Mental Health. I have numerous names. There's one in the Defense Department, this Air Force captain, and retired, early retirement New York cop, is supposedly running the deal with the Sinaloa cartel and the police. I mean, it's just a mess, and it's very difficult for me to even coherently lay it out for anybody, especially when I'm getting jammed about, well, why do you even look at it? Well, I got thrown out of a gem show because of somebody whose mind they poisoned. I got thrown out of the hut because of somebody's mind they poisoned. I got thrown out of the Southern Arizona Gender Alliance because of somebody's mind they poisoned. There are at least 6 major sites that I can't even post on because they poisoned them for me.
Oh my.
And then the 9/11 pranks.
All right, well, do me a favor, like I said, I got to be somewhere at 12 o'clock, but I wanted to call you quickly, let you know that I did get
I appreciate it.
No, you're welcome. Send me whatever you think is appropriate.
Well,
we'll speak again.
I would like it if you'd go and review what I sent you in 2019, for sure.
I don't recall receiving anything.
I'll send it again.
Please, I would appreciate that. Thank you very much, Tommy.
I'll send all of it. I'll just send it all again.
And am I wishing you a happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas,
Oh,
or
thanks.
anything other than that?
Huh?
Am I wishing you a happy Hanukkah or a Merry Christmas or?
I'm a happy holidays person. I was raised by an omnist rabbi.
Mm-hmm.
He was very big on interfaith activity.
Back then, that was amazing.
Yeah, he was.
That's really forward for a rabbi.
Well, he was one of. Have you ever heard of Elmer Berger?
No.
Well, the Jewish Council, the Council on, what is it? It's Council for Judaism.
Okay.
Was established in 1943 by Elmer Berger and a bunch of Union rabbis from Cincinnati, in response to the CCAR's endorsement of the Jewish army in Palestine. So he was a non-Zionist rabbi. He was anti-Zionist. hardly ever mentioned the state of Israel from the pulpit.
Well, the whole Hasidic movement is anti-Zionist.
Well, yeah, well, it always has been. They finally managed to corrupt the Chabads to get the ADL in there. They worked on the Rebbe for years and years, and finally they just, when he died, they managed to, they got him to establish a presence in Palestine, but he himself never really recognized the Zionist authority. He's like, well, this is our homeland and they're there, kind of an attitude. And what Rabbi Binstock's attitude was more like wait and see. If they can create a nation where everybody's treated equally and they can get along peacefully with their neighbors, fine. But if they can't, you can't call it Jewish. You can't call it a democracy when there's only 20 families in control of the industrial base.
You know what? I'm really enjoying this discussion, and I'd love to continue it because I'm fascinated. But again, I got to be somewhere told. So,
right.
Tommy, forgive me for being abrupt, but I'm going to sign off very quickly.
That's fine, Mitchell.
And I look forward to reading you, really, truly.
Yeah, I appreciate you taking the action on this. I'm just so overwhelmed with.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm based. I don't have a lawyer, and I've tried to file in federal court twice and failed without a lawyer. And I've been struggling for years trying to get some actual prosecution. And I'm not the only victim in this town. If you check with the Office of Professional Standards, they don't have a computer forensics team. They have other victims of cybercrime that they can't do anything for.
Tommy, send me what you got. It's 11:56. I'm watching the clock from earlier.
Will do. Happy day. Thanks for calling.
Take care.
Bye-bye. And there you have it. I'd sure like to know how to stop that shit. I don't have that much open. Probably should just turn that off. I'm just, and there you have it. Rock and roll. Happy day. Thanks for watching. LM. Namaste, motherfuckers.